to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Joanna. If you like crafting and DIYing on a budget, then you're in the right place, because so do I. I do a lot of Dollar Tree DIYs, but I don't just stop there. I get my stuff from Dollar General, Walmart, and Hobby Lobby, and other craft stores as well. So I like to throw a lot of mixture of things in when I'm DIYing and making things. So not everything comes from the Dollar Tree, but a lot of it does. With that being said, today we are going to be planting succulents, because I cannot grow flowers and I can't kill those either. So those might be good for me to have around. Me and my friend went not long ago to the Dollar Tree, and I think I did a haul with the succulents, but I've always loved them and you know, just thought they were pretty and neat and everything, but didn't know what to do with them. So I've had some ideas come in my head, and I'm going to show you those today. Right now, let me show you what I'm going to be working with. I found this from Hobby Lobby, and it was 60% off from $12.99. So this was in their spring, but not just their spring, their Easter stuff, and that's gone. So I got that. Surebonder wood glue sticks. I have my truffle paint and my white paint. I have paint stir sticks, 2 packs. These are from Lowe's and they're like 98 cents. I have a few of the popsicle or tongue depressor craft sticks. I have 4 real Jenga blocks, not Dollar Tree, real Jenga blocks. I have 2 terracotta pots. I'm not going to pick up all these, but I have a bunch of succulents, and I have rock, and I have a decal that I cut out, and I have my new cup from Walmart, Pioneer Woman. Anyways, more water, and then I have my chippy brush. These brushes are just, you know, rough on the ends and big and poofy, but that helps you distress things. I have a sponge brush. Don't know if I'll use that. And I have another brush. Right now I'm just going to open things, get tags off, and things like that. And I'll see you in a minute. Y'all, I forgot to mention that I was going to need my miter box too. And my sanding stuff. But I will shut that off. So I've got these 2. And I'm going to deal with those in a minute. But I have to build a box. So I need this long enough to put these 2 in side by side. So I'm going to set those out. I'm going to leave a little space, and I'm going to mark. I'm just going to use my fingernail right this moment, because I have to get a pencil. Oh, it's right there. I knew I had one somewhere. Just didn't know where. So I'm going to mark with a pencil. Hopefully where I want this to go. You know, I'm going to allow myself a little more lee room. I use this crate for something else in the future. I'm not sure. So I'm going to cut them off at that point right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack a few of these. This thing has an edge on it, and it sits right up there like that right there. I'm going to line these up, and I'm going to get these out of my way. I'm going to push these up. Got my clamp holding them. And I still got stuff in my way. I'm going to just take my saw, and I'm going to cut these off where that line is. Okay. So I cut out the ones that I need so far, and I have to assemble most of it in a minute. I've got these ends. I'm not throwing them away, so I had to use a pack plus 1, I think, is what I'm going to end up using. But anyway, I'm going to take these and I'm going to lay 3 down like this. I'm not going to sand these yet. I'll sand it all at one time. I need my level over here. This is going to help me get these straight. Oh, I want them the other way. I want that they have numbers on them. I don't know if you can see them, but those are going to be on the back side. So I'm going to take my popsicle sticks, and this is how I'm going to assemble them together. I have wood glue in here. I'm just going to put glue on these. That's probably way too much. It is. And I'm going to put that down. I need one here. I'm just eyeballing where I need it. I'm going to put another one with not so much glue down it in the middle. This is going to be the floor of my, I'm making a little crate. After what I did yesterday, I was hesitant to do a glue project today. Boy, that hurt. Okay. I knew I had too much glue on that one. That's funny. Now I'm just going to take my scissors. Why do I always have trouble with these scissors? It's these that I use for everything. These things snip these right off. They are so awesome. Easy, easy peasy. All right. Now, I'm going to sand this lightly. Okay, we're all sanded and wiped off. So now I'm going to put my Jenga blocks in every 4 corner, or in all 4 corner, not every 4 corner. I'll be all right one day. I've never used this Surebonder wood glue before, but so far I'm like really liking this stuff. It's holding really well. These are my longer slats. I want this to the inside so that it's less noticeable. And I'm going to put the first one up just a little, but they're not going to go all the way to the top because I want them to not really cover my pot exactly. So they will be down just a little. Try to measure this with my eyes. Press down. And then I want this one just a little above it. And again, I'm going to just judge it with my eyes. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. how far I need this one. I want to go from one edge to the other edge. So I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to mark them. So on these, I need to cut off, you know, just this end, and I need 4 of them. You know what? Wonder how many I can get out of one stick. Let me see. At least 2, so that only has to be 2 sticks. That's a blessing. All right. So let me cut these 2 sticks, and I'll be right back. Okay. Now I'm just going to stick these on. I just put 2 lines on there, and I'm going to get it as even with that bottom one as I can. Let me sand my edges and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I have it sanded and I have it wiped down. So now I am going to mix. I would Waverly wax it, but I want to stain it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some truffle paint and I'm going to stir it up because the bottom looks really, you know, rough. So I'm just going to give this thing a good stirring because I don't know when the last time I used it. It's been a while. Alrighty, some thick stuff. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit of this in here. And I'm going to mix water with it and thin it down. I'm going to use this brush. Don't know where I got it. It's plaid, so I would imagine it came from Walmart. I want this paint real thin. Ugh. That's pretty thin. Okay. So I'm just going to just paint this on my box. And it'll come out a lighter, thinner shade of brown. Still don't have as much water as I had hoped, but let me get a rag and wipe this off. Funny thing with paint, you can mix it to make it any way you want it. See the wood grain in there? That's the look that I'm going for. So I have a baby wipe and I'm just gonna wipe it down. looks like this. But it's very wet. So this would have to dry. And I have to go wash my hands. Y'all, I don't know if you watched my last haul, but I think it's the one where I had this thing. I forgot what they're called, but they're in the makeup section if you find them. But these are awesome for washing your paint while your water's running, and then it also rubs the paint off your fingers if you do it like that. Or another tip is you can use a denture brush, and while the water's going through it, run your brush like that, and this is stiff, but it's not hard on your bristles, and it gets all the chalk paint and junk like that out of your brush. So those are 2 tips. Hope you like that. Okay, I want to take these. I got brown wash on this one because I get a little happy with my paint. But anyways, I'm going to take my white Waverly, and I don't want to really change the color of the terracotta. I personally like terracotta, but I do want to stress them out just a little, or de-stress them, whatever, distress, something like that. I don't need much paint. I was going to use this, but I'm afraid I always get too heavy-handed with a brush like that. But I'm going to take this chip brush, and I'm going to get all the paint out of it. And I'm just going to go around on my pot, terracotta pot. Doing it this way will put a thicker line around that rim. But I just want to lightly dust over them. Probably no more than that right there. And I'm going to do that to both of my pots. These pots, I want these tall, lanky succulents in these. I do have to there's holes in there that holds them, but they're kind of tall, so I'm gonna cut, hopefully I can cut down 1 notch. That's all I want to cut down. Woo, them things are tough. Alright. Yeah, that's good. I like them the same height as the pot. It's just me. Alright, I'm not going to stick all rocks in there. I have this paper I got from the Dollar Tree, I guess a few years ago. And I'm going to stuff that down in there. And hopefully push it all in. It goes where it wants. It's like wild hair. It does what it wants to. Then I'm going to stick my succulents down in it. I think that one's still too tall, so I'm going to cut it again. Y'all, I have carpal tunnel, and it's hard for me to do anything with my hands anymore. When I do, I suffer for days. That one has to be cut down too. I'm glad y'all can't see my face. Alright. Now I'm just going to put some rocks in. And I am leaving this as is. except the paper. And I'm just gonna set those in there. And that's how that one's gonna be. Now, to work on this one. I want this white, of course, but I don't want this on there. So I'm gonna take my chalk paint and I'm gonna go over this, and it'll probably take a couple of coats to go over this. Okay, so I painted it, took 3, I think maybe 4 coats to paint that thing. I'm gonna take some Waverly wax and I'm going to distress on this just a little bit to make it make it look more vintage. Oh my gosh. If you know me, you know that's normal. I'm just gonna barely touch around this thing and just like I said, give it a little but not a lot of distressing, just to make it look more, I say dirty, but most people say worn and used. Succulents. Okay, feel like I'm back in speech class or something. Good grief. So I'm gonna put this down. This is my duck contact paper. I absolutely love this stuff because it comes off so stinking easy most time. Look, these scissors finally cut something. What do you know? Okay, I'm just gonna try to peel this back. Sometimes it's hard. Okay. I'm just gonna lay this on here. I'm gonna try this one from the Dollar Tree. Let's see how this goes. Oh, pretty good. Okay, flip it over. Peel my paper off if I can get a hold of it. It should all. This is just removable by the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby because I may want to use this box again. I'm not sure. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to try to get it in the middle as best I can. My placements are not always perfect, but I try. Squeegee that down. Peel from corner and always press down. Y'all, if you ain't using duck contact paper from Walmart, you're missing out if you do this vinyl thing. That's so cute. Okay. Now, Lord have mercy, I gotta cut more of these big old stems. Ugh. I need to clean my room before I step on something and hurt myself. I'm constantly hurting myself. These are the ones I got on clearance in a haul from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to hopefully unscrew them or just pull it off. Okay, I've got this Spanish moss from the Crafter Square. This stuff is not easy to find, y'all. If you see it, you see it. You better get it. I know these growing rocks, but I gotta have something in here, you know what I'm saying? For them to float on. These are just gonna sit on the box because they have no stems. So they're just gonna sit there. The only problem I'm gonna have is if my grandson plays with these. Those are two most colorful. So I want them over there. I want this one in the middle. I want this one in the middle. I think I want this one over here. And this one over here. And so there it is. I'll have a picture at the end of the video, per usual. So I hope you liked this video. I know I did. I was excited to get my succulents out and get some of my spring flowers, you know, put away. The more Eastery, like lilies and things like that, I gotta put those up and I'll exchange them out with my little succulents. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe to my channel so you know when I upload videos. Catch you later. God bless.